Hot apple cider, enjoy that. Get started. Anyway, I've had so many people talk to me about my pumpkin. I'm kind of, some people call me a pumpkin fanatic. But you know, I've found over the years that pumpkin is really, really good for you. There's a lot of good stuff in pumpkin. And it's, to me, it's one of the greatest vegetables. But anyway, well, next to me, potatoes, because I grew potatoes for years, so I have to put a plug in potatoes. Anyway, today I'm going to make a cereal that I make quite often, about 3 times a week. Okay, the other days I have bacon and eggs, a piece of toast. Other times I have cold cereal. I like Cheerios. It's an oat product. Nice thing about oats is they're very nutritional. They got good value to them. Your system can digest them. And they've kind of formed in their own way kind of a laxative thing. Keeps your colon flushed out. If you want to try it, I would recommend you going this way. But anyway, what I do is I just shake some in. I'm making it for me only. Way too much. That was way too much. About whatever. Okay, you can see. I just shake it in. Another thing I do is chia seeds, flax seeds. I take them, buy them in the bulk, and just throw some in there, and grind them up or in my coffee bean grinder. Okay. And even though I don't drink coffee, those little grinders, they work really good for a lot of chumping up little things. Another thing, pumpkin. It doesn't take a whole lot. This is pumpkin puree. Okay. This is just, you know, it's the puree stuff that you don't want the canned stuff that you can buy. It's got the pumpkin spices in it and all this good stuff. What you really want is just pumpkin. Okay. People have asked me when I've told people, you know, when I'm standing around, they'll say, "How much water do you use?" Well, I measured it just to let you know. About 3/4 of a cup. Put it in my favorite bowl or pan here. I'm going to bring that to a boil. While I'm doing that, I'm going to grab some salt, and I don't know how much it is. Yeah, something like that. Can you see that in the camera? Yeah. Okay. I'll throw that in the water, and I did forget my spices. And you can use all kinds of spices. Okay. You need some spices. I'm using apple pie spice here. Okay. Just shake some of that in there. You can use cinnamon, nutmeg. You don't want to use a lot of nutmeg, not a lot of nutmeg. Pumpkin pie spice. You know, I've got all those, and I'm kind of running low on those because I use them quite often. But then you want to mix this up. And the big reason you're mixing it up is the spices won't blend once they get in the water. You pour this into hot boiling water. When you do that, the spices want to separate and they'll sit on top of your water. But if you'll blend this in, and it doesn't take much blending, you know, just blend it in a little. But you're blending all that those spices in. Another thing you can do is actually take your pumpkin and just throw it in your hot water. Okay. And stir that up a little. And right now my hot water is fine. It's all nice and hot in here. And so I'm just going to take this and pour this mixture into my water. I'll stir that up a little to thin out with some of the little humps. And I start this out with cooking on about medium high. My water, boil it about medium high. Now I've turned it down to number 2, almost off. And we'll give it a couple of 3 minutes and it's ready. A lot of things you can do with this cereal. Like I said, it's great for you nutritionally. You can put raisins in it. Cranberries, dried cranberries. I guess you could put chocolate chips in it if you wanted. But that's totally is up to you. You know, it's just a oat cereal. Pumpkin gives you a lot of nutrition. I'm going to be posting Sundog Film Productions, the nutritional value of what this meal gives you. You'll find a difference in your life. You'll find a difference in, as Dr. Oz says, poop. Okay? I know that sounds stupid talking about it at breakfast, but you know, you don't want to be constipated. You hear pills, you take this and this and this and this. You know, personally, I take none of them. This is what I take. In fact, I'm on no medication. I do this about 3 times a week, or something with pumpkin in for breakfast. And I will be posting other things I do with pumpkin. But it keeps your colon cleaned out. And you're going to be able to tell the difference. You really will. You'll feel better. Your insides are going to feel better. You know, I don't know if it's that. You know, notice I really don't have much of a belly. I'm going to put my toaster down. I'm going to cook. I like 1 piece of toast. Okay? A little peanut butter and a little cranberry or blackberry jelly. See right there, blackberry. This blackberry jelly, my wife made it. I picked it. In fact, I'm putting a picture right here. Blackberry jelly. I picked wild blackberries. Here in the Pacific Northwest, they grow everywhere. Everywhere. And I just walk down the street here, you know, and they're everywhere. I mean, when I mean everywhere, I mean they're everywhere. Okay? And some places have big old bushes where you can pick a lot of blackberries. Others have little bushes, and people cut them off, and they try to burn them, and they try to dig them up. And they come up through the sidewalks, and they come up through your lawn. And, you know, blackberries grow everywhere. Definitely, you don't want blackberries starts in your yard because they grow everywhere. But anyway, they make delicious jellies, ice cream toppings, all kinds of things you want wild blackberries for. But anyway, my cereal should be done, which it is. I'm just going to take it, and I actually cooked it a touch too long. My pan's, some of it stuck a little to the bottom, which won't be any problem. And you can see I just, takes very few utensils, you know, a wooden spoon so you don't scratch your pan. And what I'm going to do now is I'm putting a little water in my pan in the sink, let it soak. My toast is almost done. I forgot one important ingredient. This is a mess up. I'm so anxious to have something to eat here. You know, a little brown sugar, okay? That should have been put in my dry mix. I knew there was something missing. So I'm just going to put a little of that brown sugar in there, stir that up. Got that. My toast is done. I put a little dab of peanut butter on it. I don't plaster the peanut butter on. I put a little of my blackberry jelly on there. My wife, you know, my wife does, she works hard it takes work to make this jelly. And for me, getting out there and getting a few blood running and stuff as you're picking in all these thistles, you know, thorns that the blackberries have. But she really doesn't eat this stuff herself. I'm the one that eats it, and she does it for me. So I have a very special wife. Next thing I'm going to do with my cereals, I'm going to put a dab of milk. I don't know how much milk it is. I just put a dab. Most everything I cook. And I like, if you really want to soup up, whether it's dry cereal or cold cereal or hot cereal, put in a touch, it doesn't take much, of coffee creamer. In this case, I got French vanilla. Okay? Anyway, mix that up, and I'm going to sit down here in a second and have this along with my hot apple cider. Makes a great breakfast. Simple, very nutritious. And follow me on sundogfilmproductions.com. I'm putting the name right here. And I'm got some pies I'm making, and I'm all kinds of stuff I do with pumpkin. Anyway, follow me there, and see some of my fishing videos. If you love fishing, I got a bunch of fishing videos on there. Clamming, monster clams. You know, there are millions of people want to see monster clams. It's so interesting what people like to watch. But anyway, you're going to find them all on sundogfilmproductions.com, and it's glad to have you out here this morning with me. Glad to have you having breakfast and enjoying the day. And I've got a big day ahead of me, so some more videos to make and some more to film, and got to go grocery shopping for some more things. You know, always got to have some more ingredients. Anyway, I'm Steve Allen. Got my hat on. You'll see that I'm the country boy. And might be wondering why in the world I've got this black hat on for breakfast, but you'll see me in the videos with my black hat on. There's a story. In fact, I'm going to post this right here. Okay, there's a link right there. Why I have a black hat on. Okay, you'll understand more. Anyway, I'm Steve Allen. You have a great day. I'll see you, and I'm gone. Bye.